Hey, how's it going, super friends? I am Sebo. Thanks for watching the vid. This is my review for Venom #1. This is by Donny Cates, man. If you see my other videos, my previous videos talking about anything related with Donny Cates, you know what I think about him, dude. He's a great fucking writer. He's amazing. And this Venom #1, this book, is the first in a long time to truly draw my interest towards Eddie Brock. In this, how do you call it? Pilot, not inaugural issue, whatever. I don't know. In this issue by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman, Eddie Brock's bond with his symbiote is weakening. His other person or other self is becoming more and more violent and unhinged, while Eddie just wants to help innocents in his own twisted way. But he wants to help innocents, you know. Cates adds a whole bunch of melodrama to the Venom saga. Just from Venom #1, this series already seems much darker than other recent Venom books. Cates makes Brock's connection with the symbiote into this horror story. Like Stegman's art, along with Frank Martin's colors, it just makes the book even darker and moodier. Everything looks appropriately grimy, really like dark stuff, with Stegman's trademark, highly detailed artwork. Venom #1, I think, really drew me in, made me curious to see where Cates is going with the rest of the series. I want to see more, man. And that's Donny Cates for you. He can grab any character and make you fall in love with it, in love with the series. So this, what you saw there at the beginning, it's Eddie Brock experiencing a strange nightmare. And in it, medieval soldiers, they are attacked by a symbiote demon that may or may not be bonded to classical literature character Beowulf. Yeah. So Brock awakens, realizes that it was his symbiote's dream all along. And as it turns out, his symbiote has been acting very strange recently. It's becoming more bloodthirsty, screaming at Brock that it will kill him and eat his brains at random times. It was fucking funny. This leaves Brock in a near constant agony. He's always suffering. It costs him his job as a tabloid reporter, which he became again in the prior Venom series. If you haven't read Venom, that happened. He's a tabloid reporter, or not anymore, and draws him in on the edge of suicide. It's just so layered. This series is so layered, man. He then sedates the symbiote with pills and heads off to take photos of the new Jack-o'-lantern, which is happening right here. When Jack begins attacking the cops, blam 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 blam, the symbiote reawakens and takes control. He beats Jack nearly to death before transforming into a strange-looking version of itself and attacking the police. So there you see. Oh, my eyes. And then he goes for the... Oh, look at that shit, dude. Ew. So Venom is then ambushed. He's taken out. He's then tortured by a mysterious older man. Eddie wakes up in the old man's custody, and there he learns that Spider-Man was not the first person on Earth to become bonded to a symbiote. Shit. If you want to see more, pick up Venom #1. And if you are a fan of Donny Cates' Thanos run, Venom #1 is nothing like that in the humor department. This is almost devoid of any humor. This book is played completely straight, and I think I'd rather have this. I think I like this style more than Thanos. Venom works really well as a borderline horror story, like I said. In this book, we see the psychological trauma of a man who's just listening to these horrible thoughts from a voice inside his head. Much like many of the greatest horror films, it feels like an allegory, you know? Brock's connection with the symbiote is very similar to the auditory hallucinations people with schizophrenia face. And this is not the first time a writer has made that connection with Brock. I mean, a man who will talk to his suit even in plain clothes in public. But it feels even more apparent now, you know? And as the issue goes on, the allegory sort of lessens when we learn more about why the symbiote is acting this way. But I just hope to see more like that in future issues. one other aspect I loved about his writing is the overall darker tone. Out of place humor bogged down the prior series by Mike Costa, and it undercut the more serious and interesting aspects of the comic. Cates does away with that this issue, making it an almost depressing read, but in a way that feels satisfying to longtime Venom fans. I don't consider myself a hardcore Venom fan, but I know my shit, you know? Cates' book feels like a throwback to 90s Venom stories, except without the ridiculous 90s excess, you know? Like, not that bonkers. If you loved those other books, you won't want to miss this. You're gonna have to pick this shit up, read it for yourself, pace it however you want, because it's amazing. Really, really unique. Stegman's artwork is just excellent. I mean, look at this splash. Ugh. His cartoony style blends well with the serious yet outlandish plot of the book. It's the right mixture of hyper-detailed and stylized pencils, making it really unique. And he sets the right tone in the first few pages in Eddie's apartment. The area just looks cramped and dilapidated, the right location for such a sorry character to be living in. The color work is just pumping up the moodiness. Long shadows, obscuring much of the room. Another scene that looks amazing is a reveal of Venom's possessed look, the one we saw splash page. It's just a big ass surprise. From the page before that, I just felt it creeped. It's like a little creepy, you know. It feels like a nightmare. Looks like something out of a nightmare. The large exposed veins and the strange holes throughout the suit, like that. I mean, you could practically feel the suit's texture in your head as you look at it. So cool. So in conclusion, dude, Venom #1 is a promising first issue in something I hope it's a long-running series, because Cates is killing it. This brings Venom back to his scarier roots, back when he was a threat and not just another spider-themed anti-hero. Ugh. Venom fans, new and old, should pick up this book. If you're excited about the new movie and just want to bone up on the character, this is the book for you, my friend. And that's it. That's it for this review. If you enjoyed this issue or you haven't read it, let me know, man, in the comments down below. What do you think of Venom and Donny Cates? You think it's a good pairing? What about Stegman's art? Do you love it? I love it, man. Leave me your thoughts and review if you've read it in the comments down below. I am Venom. Thanks for watching the vid. Please, if you enjoyed, click the like button, man. Check out my other comic book reviews up in my channel. I did a Justice League No Justice. I have some news vids up and more content coming your way. Yeah. Follow me on my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm active over there. Go and talk to me. Request videos. Whatever. I'm there. Follow me. Subscribe so you can check out more vids. Clicking on the bell icon will give you notifications. That way you get the video in your laptop, your phone, whatever you want, man. Cool? Sounds good to me. I'll leave you with God is coming. It's taking us a long time, man. With that shit. I thank you again, super friend. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.